Right here.
News headlines.
Entertainment.
Sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 10 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Is being brought to you by Chevy. This Black History Month global grind recognizes the activists who are pushing the needle in today's fight for change. To learn more about these social change agents, visit change.newsone.com. Sponsored by Chevrolet. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Wednesday morning news. In his State of the Union address on Tuesday, President Biden touted the economic progress and legislative achievements made under his time as president so far, repeatedly saying, let's finish the job. Here are a few of his comments on China.
If China threatens our sovereignty, we will act to protect our country, and we did. And those who bet against America are learning how wrong they are. It's never, ever been a good bet to bet against America. Never.
Now, Biden covered many of the key issues impacting Americans, calling on lawmakers to pass policing reform and immigration legislation, codify abortion rights, and cap the price of insulin for all at about $35 a month. He also commented on policing reform, saying what happened to Tyree Nichols in Memphis happens too often, and we have to do better. Tyree's mother and stepfather were in the chamber as special guests. Now, as expected, Biden's speech was met by jeers from Republicans, including Marjorie Taylor Greene. She screamed out "liar" in the middle of his speech. Biden, the oldest president in U.S. history at 80 years old, has said it is his intention to run again in the 2024 presidential election. He's expected to make an official announcement in the near future. We'll have more highlights from the State of the Union address, along with other headlines throughout the show today. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
Looking for James. He's got it. Coming to the end of the third quarter. LeBron James, a shot at history. And there it is! LeBron stands alone! The NBA's all-time scoring record now belongs to LeBron James.
Yeah, baby. LeBron is officially the king now. NBA's all-time scoring leader, passing the captain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Man, 38,387 points. Once appeared to be an unbreakable record. Record stood for nearly 40 years, and of course, he was emotional.
Thank you to the Laker faithful. You guys are one of a kind. To be able to be in the presence of such a legend and great as Kareem, it means so much to me. It's very humbling. To my beautiful wife, my daughter, my two boys, my friends, my boys, my family, my mother, everybody that's ever been a part of this run with me the last 20 plus years. I just want to say I thank you so much, because I wouldn't be me without y'all.
Man, he needed 36 points to finish, and he finished up with 38 on the night, man. A lot of celebrities was in the house. He brought his mom out, his daughters, both of his sons, his wife, Savannah. Man, it was an amazing moment, man. They ended up losing the game, but it was all about LeBron James last night. So the unbreakable record was broken. Congratulations to LeBron James. Now, here's the question, Rick. Is he the GOAT? I mean, he don't have 6 rings like Jordan, but is he the GOAT?
I don't know what.
That's a good argument.
He got to do.
That's a great
argument.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, it's hard to get 6 rings if you don't have no help.
I don't know what else he got to do.
But if you're the leading scorer, that makes the argument like a real argument now. It wasn't before, but it is now.
It's very legit now. So, we're going to continue to talk about it, man. But that was a big deal right there. Gary, what's up there, Big Pimpin'?
All right, y'all. People are still talking about a former Real Housewives of Potomac star, y'all, who is now working a minimum wage job, y'all. Now, Katie Rose, y'all, she's now earning $14 an hour, y'all, at an organic market in Cabin John, Maryland. Now, she posted on her Instagram page, and shared the survey that, Jesus Christ, I started working like a real job, she told her 4,000 followers in the caption. She said, I just got off of an 8-hour shift working minimum wage. And she said, she was excited about it. Now, they're saying that she was a former cast member on Real Housewives of Potomac for season 1 in 2016. They said she really feels like a real person instead of a reality star, y'all, which is a good thing. But they're saying, y'all, that the Bravo celebrity, she completed a 30-day program in October to kick alcohol and Adderall, honey, in a medical setting. She told her fans at that time. Now, Katie followed her on Real Housewives of Potomac days, and been quick to share their encouragement over her new job. So they're congratulating her, which isn't that's you went from this to this. You know, that's it's interesting. I mean, but it's good.
Right.
You know, that she's doing what she needs to do now. You know, she's getting over her habit and her addiction and what have you. So I guess kudos out to her. And she said she gained 20 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah, so, you know, kudos out to her, to Katie, honey. Hopefully they bring her back on the show one day. You know, she could fight like the rest of them. All right. The Collier today, honey, is one of my favorite Collier. My Collier today, y'all, it's verdant. On the high end, you say verdant, and on the low, you say beautiful grassy green. That's your Collier for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, somebody's getting released. And wait till I tell you who it is up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, it's the bottom of the hour. Y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brad?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Pretty Ricky, y'all. Member Baby Blue has been released from prison after serving 1 year for a $24 million PPP loan scam. I might have went to jail for a year myself for $24 million. Pleasure be documented the moment that Blue got out of prison. He captioned the video IG, Baby Blue officially outside. We got, he said. He said, let's get the hell out of here. We ain't never coming back to this hole. According to reports, Baby Blue turned himself into the authorities on February 1st, 2022. But the question is, do he have to pay that money back?
Some of it.
Some of it?
Yeah,
what, restitution?
Some type of restitution. They ain't going to get all of it. They're not going to get all of it.
They, for them, she ain't going to get $24 million.
I ain't trying to encourage that kind of behavior, but can you say worth it? You wasn't doing nothing else for a year?
Okay.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Probably got in good shape.
Make you think about it. What you say? Meanwhile, y'all, multiple sources have told Page Six that Rihanna is getting ready to go on tour following her Super Bowl halftime performance. Her plans are reportedly to secretly have her own team members. Well, they said she kept her own team members in the dark, so she ain't telling them anything either. So I wonder who's doing the talking if her team members ain't telling. How do these other people know? Also, side note, Madame Tussauds announced that Tuesday that Rihanna is receiving a new wax figure honoring her 2018 Met Gala ensemble at the New York Museum. It will be unveiled later today. She will also be honored with a Super Bowl themed figure at Madame Tussauds in Orlando later this year. Congratulations, Rihanna. All right, y'all, Michael Jackson, the estate is in the process of selling half of its interest in the legendary singer's music catalog in a deal in the $800 million, $900 million range. According to Variety, Jackson's label, Sony, and a possible financial partner are looking to acquire 50% of the state's interest in his publishing, recorded music revenues, a Broadway show, and upcoming Michael biopic, among other assets. Now, sources told TMZ that the estate will never sell Jackson's catalog outright, but they would entertain a 50-50 split with the estate retaining complete control of the asset. Now, if the deal goes through, it will mark the biggest catalog deal to date. And last but not least, a new musical featuring the music and lyrics by Alicia Keys is in development at New York's Off-Broadway Public Theater. Deadline reports that the production, Hell's Kitchen, will focus on the R&B singer-songwriter's young life. So according to the synopsis, the new musical tells the story of her, a young girl growing up in New York's Hell's Kitchen in the 1990s. So that is going to be interesting. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC You Know. And why don't y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 8669-RICKY. That's 8669-RICKEY. Who we repping today, Rock T?
Man, we going to holler at Tuskegee up in the building.
Hey.
HBC You Know. Coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBC, you know.
Oh, yeah, baby. Y'all know what time it is, player. Ha-ha! And playettes out there. Don't let me forget about the ladies. It's that HBC You Know time. Guess what, man? We got to always highlight. We got to always showcase. And we got to always let the world know about our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our phenomenal, historically black colleges and universities. I got 3 names for you. Count them if you ain't got nothing to do. Dr. De'Ara Blue. Dr. Michael Levine. Dr. Aubrey Ross. All graduates of Tuskegee University. That's right. Home of the Golden Tigers, the Crimson and Gold. Let me tell you something, man. We're going to take this to a whole nother level. After these three gentlemen graduated the phenomenal Tuskegee University, they all got together, put together a game plan, and moved to Houston, Texas, and opened up their own veterinary practice. It's called Sci-Fair Animal Hospital. Oh, yeah, I ain't done. Recently, they just opened up a second location. Stand up. Be proud for our HBCUs. So not only are they so busy with their daily business affairs, let me tell you what these gentlemen do. They take the time out to go back and visit the current students at Tuskegee's vet program to inspire and let them know that they can all become successful black veterinarians just like they are. Oh, and by the way, they all reality TV stars. That's right, they have their own reality TV show called The Vet Life on Animal Planet. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU, know.
Hey, that's good stuff right there, Rock. That Tuskegee has one of the best vet programs in the country. I went there my freshman year, man, and saw a lot of y'all remember Dee, Rod's sister from West Hampton?
Yes, sir.
She's a veterinarian and also graduated from Tuskegee. Lionel Richie graduated from Tuskegee Alpha Phi Alpha. Keenan Ivory Wyans graduated from Tuskegee, member of Alpha Phi Alpha. And Tom Joyner is also from Tuskegee, and Alvin Jackson from Tuskegee, Cowboy Alpha Psi. Call him Tuskegee Jack. That was my first boss at the shoe store.
Good morning, Ricky. You remember the movie Office Space, where the characters attempt to create a virus that will steal fractions of pennies from the accounting system, hoping that will add up in the long run?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, the scheme got botched in the movie, and yet a criminal thought it would be a great inspiration for a real-life theft. A 28-year-old software engineer in Seattle was arrested after being caught skimming money from his employer, Zulily.com. He manipulated the code so the checkout page would send shipping fees to his personal account, and he got around $260,000 before he was caught, plus about $41,000 in merchandise. That's about the same as the $300,000 that was stolen in the movie. Now, the man told detectives the plan was inspired by The Office Space. Isn't that nice? You can blame a movie for your crime.
It's one of the funniest movies of all time.
Hilarious.
One of the funniest movies of all time. If you've never seen it, watch Office Space. Hilarious.
It's a classic.
And he probably gonna get off.
Yeah.
Because black folks ain't doing nothing.
Oh, he wasn't black.
No, I'm just saying, because black folks ain't gonna do nothing like that.
No.
Because if he was black, how?
No, we just steal out the break room and out the supply cabinet.
Right.
We don't go through all them changes.
What name some of the stuff that black folks see? Because white people,
how much? Real technical with it.
What was the amount? What was the amount?
$260,000 before he got caught.
Right now, what black people steal?
Man, brothers be stealing condiments out of the break room. If you leave stuff out the refrigerator, ketchup, jelly, honey packets, have all them coffee creamers at home. Got all them coffee creamers. You ain't even got no coffee maker.
Everybody got hazelnut.
Hazelnut, French vanilla.
What?
Hazelnut and French vanilla. All at your house. Ain't got no coffee maker.
The little boxes with the coffee mate. We grab a handful every day until we stack it up, and then we can flex at the little coffee at the Curry coffee machine at home.
Stealing paper out the copy machine. No, you ain't got no copy at home. You got a whole packet of copy paper at the house.
Right, and they stole how much? White people steal how much?
$260,000.
And what we stealing, K?
Yeah, I was added to about $60, $80 maybe.
And we done got fired.
$80 I got fired.
We got fired and went to jail.
And got a case.
My Lord.
He's
theft case.
He's stealing the K-Cups, and they got no K-Cup machine at home.
Well, we stealing what?
The little K-Cup, coffee K-Cups.
Yeah.
They got the K-Cup machine. They boiling the cups in hot water on the stove.
Why they got how much for real?
$260,000.
And what we got?
$80.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Another Black History Spotlight. June 18th, 1967. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, though as an inner city resident, there was no insurance to cover it, 13-year-old Marcus Whitehead Jr. was able to undergo corrective eye surgery after becoming the first black child to prove his mother right after she caught him teasing a cockeyed neighbor and she was overheard telling him, keep crossing your eyes like that and they're going to get stuck. And they did. Today we salute 13-year-old Marcus Whitehead Jr. in this Black History moment.
And what is
Keep crossing your eyes like that, and they're going to get stuck. And they actually did.
So he the first.
He the first one that.
He the first cockeyed.
Keep crossing your eyes like that, you're going to be cockeyed.
He the first one.
He the first one. First. Thought your mama was just talking. She knew what she was talking about. So keep on. Keep teasing folk. Your eyes going to get stuck like that, man. Stuck for a few months, and then generous eye surgeon stepped up.
All right, y'all, don't write up here with them complaints. Don't write up here because it's funny.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Wendy Williams and her ex-husband, the wonderful Kevin Hunter, y'all, we all know he filed a lawsuit demanding, y'all, that Wendy resume, honey, paying alimony despite her being unemployed. Well, they're saying the judge just ruled in Wendy's favor. According to the Sun, they're saying Wendy Williams, divorce judge, has shut down her ex, Kevin Hunter, demands, honey, for the host to continue making alimony payments. Now, according to the court documents exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, they're saying that the judge claimed that Wendy's financial guardian will not, honey, have to resume cutting his alimony checks.
What?
Yep, they said the judge found that Kevin's request was not emergent and ordered his application to be dismissed without prejudice. And the judge also decided that also denied at least Kevin's request for attorney fees to be paid by Wendy as well, y'all. Now, this is interesting. Because if this was in the divorce decree, look like she would have to pay. But the judge said, she ain't working no more. Huh. So they say he ain't got to pay. And the judge also told them, he said, my car note, my mortgage, all my bills are due. The judge said, that's not an emergency.
And that's not her problem.
Right.
Yeah, but it looked like to me if it was documented, you should have to pay it, though. But, I mean, I'm glad she don't pay it.
He got the judgment, so you think the judgment should stand even if she's not working?
Yeah, I would think. But unless she had that in the judgment saying that, if she's not working, she doesn't have to pay, which I think that's really what it was.
That's fair.
Yeah, but
because if she's not working, why should she have to pay? And you're a man.
Well, yeah, but if you put that, though, if that's in writing, though, look like you should have to pay. But
yeah, it can be amended.
Yeah, and that's
that's a new one now.
All right.
You never use that in a sentence.
You better use those words, honey, baby. Wendy's
they can draw up an addendum.
Yes. All right. Wendy's spousal
come on now.
All right, baby. I didn't read the dictionaries, but yeah, but it's very interesting also.
All these attorneys up in here.
Nah, but she ain't got to pay nothing as of right now, but they do have to go to court eventually, but she don't have to pay, so congratulations to Wendy, y'all.
Yeah, I'm happy for her because I'm tired of these men wanting to take all the women money.
Right.
That they work hard for.
That's right.
And they gave them a job and let them manage them and be a part of their career. Yep. And then when they break up, the men want to take all the money and not want to work no more.
And start a new family with somebody
else.
else.
And start a new family.
Yeah. And take care of her with the money that Wendy worked so hard for. And I'm a man, and I totally agree with you. You are absolutely correct. It's wrong.
Yeah. And they say Sharina ain't going to be around long neither, honey, because, honey, she ain't got no money coming
Suckers, jive turkeys.
Yeah, all those old
words,
honey.
Gigolo.
Yeah, honey, all of that. But anyway, so congratulations, honey. We'll see how this all turn out. Now, in other celebrity news, they're saying the Knowles sisters are fighting.
Nuh-uh.
They say Beyonce and Solange, allegedly, they say they may not be talking right now.
Why, Gary?
Because that's what people trying to find out. Beyonce did not thank Solange.
I knew you was going to say
that.
She
thanked her mama, her dad, and them children. She did not thank Solange. They say Solange has not put out a tweet yet congratulating Beyonce on her album Renaissance. They say it's a lot going on, and people wonder what's really happening, with them. So, because they close.
How did I know as soon as I seen her make her
family.
announcement that you was going to say that?
Yeah, but
she didn't mention Solange.
She didn't mention Solange. Solange didn't even send a tweet out. She would have thanked her. So
well, she didn't mention Michelle and Kelly either.
Right. That's not her sisters. We talking about her immediate family. Her
family
sisters.
go through stuff like that. Sisters and brothers
She's
especially.
real close to Kelly.
Yeah, but she should at least fudged it, honey. You don't put that out there because people looking at every little thing you do. And, honey, and she didn't do, and it's just not a good look, honey.
That's a good point, too.
But did she thank Solange in her previous
speeches?
She didn't do none of it. No. I'm talking about for the other 31 Grammys before the 32nd.
Ain't nobody high about that, Marie. We talking about this one.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a pattern. Pattern, though.
Yeah, but no, honey, You need to thank for today, baby. We ain't talking about tomorrow.
Yesterday.
Yeah, we thinking about
but
today.
if she didn't thank her on the previous ones, why would she thank her for this last one?
Well, she may have thanked her on the previous ones because we didn't talk about it.
Well,
so
we
now
need to do some research on that
because they looked at her IG, they looked at Solange IG. She ain't had nothing about Beyonce on her IG.
But she earthy. She probably meditating, smoking some good ganja somewhere.
Yeah.
She don't really be into that.
Yeah, but Beyonce is clean and wholesome. She should thank her post sister, honey. She should have thanked her.
Why she got to be her post sister?
Because Solange is going through right now.
How you know, Gary? Solange might be on a beach somewhere chilling with her son, enjoying life with her own family.
She should be with Beyonce. Beyonce should be with her. But anyway, child, that's not a good look, and I don't like that. And I feel bad for Solange because really, bothers y'all can sit here and say this till the cows come home. This is what bothers me. It's Solange and Beyonce. I don't like it every time you look up Miss Tina's with Beyonce. What about Solange?
She probably do be with Solange, but the press only want to catch Beyonce.
She probably be with Solange.
She probably be with Solange
most of the time
more,
because Beyonce is busy.
Right, and I always see Solange's son, Jules, with their grandmama, so she probably
Well, they need to talk about Solange then, honey. I don't like that. They don't say nothing about her,
She
honey.
seems more private. Like, she earthy. She's not like, out there like Beyonce.
Yeah, but I just feel that they just depriving her. I feel she's sad and depressed, honey, right now.
So.
And
no, she's doing good. She's doing good.
Yeah, well,
remember they recognize her for what she do? She got
it's like that Black Symphony thing. She was like the first Black woman to do that.
Yeah, she said she did that. And we didn't hear nothing about that. I didn't hear me say nothing about that.
I don't know if the Black Symphony was something big.
Yeah, we're going to pray.
We're going to pray, honey.
Pray.
Yeah, because, honey, that don't make no sense, honey. Beyonce should have put that girl on her album.
Man, give us a Collier. Stop.
The Collier today, honey, is one of my favorite Collier. My Collier today is verdant. On the high end, you say verdant, and on the low end, you say beautiful grassy green. That's your Collier for today.
Man, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wake up call. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Get it together. You up this long, this lid, you in your house, your stuff would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other with me. Wake up, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know what you calling from? So come on, and just wake up.
Good morning. This is Joyce calling from Jacksonville, Florida. I would like to wake up Ronald, Tyler, Michaela, and Rod. All FAMU Rattlers. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Nikki and Kobe from Charlotte. We want to say wake up, wake up, wake up to the Barnett Bears.
This is Martina Malone from Toledo, Ohio. Want to wake up my family. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. This is Jaquetta calling from Charleston, South Carolina. I love you, Rickey Smiley. You do not give yourself the credit you deserve. Your humility, your strength, I admire. Have a great day. I love you guys. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
We gonna let them know. Come on, Huntsville, wake up. Chattanooga, wake up. And Shreveport, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. When you at Jackson, wake up. Savannah, wake up. And Charleston, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brad.
Welcome, Rickey.
Our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah. Good morning, good and shiny.
Yeah.
Just another day that the Lord has kept me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning.
Here's our church announcements. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
The church security says it's a midget robbing crew that's been snatching pocketbooks in the church parking lots after Bible study and choir rehearsal.
Lord.
So until the police or animal control catch them, all women need to hold their pocketbooks up over your head. Hold your pocketbook up over your head walking across the parking lot because the little people been hiding in the hedges and they run out real fast and they grab it and they be gone. But until the dog catchers and the police get together to catch them. Catch them in them little nets where they get to get.
Don't do that.
Congratulations to Sister Tasha White and her fiance Tito. You know him, them Janie?
Yeah.
She stuck with him after he got hit by a bus last October. And she said she feel good marrying him because he did get a big settlement. But he also confined to a wheelchair now. And she know that he won't be running around on her. Get hit by that bus, that'll keep him in the house.
Yeah.
Now the homegoing celebration next week for Deacon Charles Green. You know him?
Yeah.
He was only 67 and had almost choked to death on a chicken bone last June.
Oh, Lord.
And he got stabbed in July. And he fell off a roller coaster in August. Then he got pushed off a third-story hotel balcony in September.
Oh, Lord.
Then he got attacked by a pit bull on Thanksgiving. Then he was struck by lightning on Christmas Day. And had a car battery explode in his face on New Year's Eve.
Oh, Lord.
But then none of that killed him.
Well, what killed him?
His wife said he died peacefully in his sleep Monday night of natural causes. That concludes our church announcement. I'll call you tomorrow.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Who is this?
Hey, man. Hey, I need y'all to hey, I'm gonna send you my location on my phone. You got
where you at?
I'm gonna send you my location on. I done lost.
Are you coming to work?
I'm trying to get there. I ain't been there so long. I done got lost. Hey, look.
Wait a minute, so you ain't been to work. Wait a minute, hold on, let me get this right. You ain't been to work so long. You done got lost.
Yo, I done got confused. I done got confused trying to turn. I came out the highway. Look, I can't do nothing.
Where you at?
I'm right over here. I'm right over here in front of Chase Bank. But I just made a left. But I think I was supposed to bust a right. But then, all right. So look, when I get to the light by KFC, do I bust a right or a left?
Hey, go to Spring Street.
I'm on Spring Street. But I need
to know one way.
I'm going the other way though.
We just give you the address and put it in your phone, and GPS will bring you here.
I can't do that because my phone on the pay arrangement, and you know when you got a pay arrangement on your phone, they cut off your you can't use navigation.
Is that true? Maria?
Yeah, cause I made a part. I paid half of the money. They said I'm gonna pay the other half on the 29th.
I don't know about that one, dog.
So are you facing traffic right now? There's a one-way. So are people's headlights?
That's why everybody keep blowing at me and flashing their light.
Oh.
So turn around, bro.
So basically, the moral of the story is you ain't been to work the moral of the story is you ain't been to work in so long. You trying to come to work and got lost.
Yeah. I'm trying to get there though.
So what you gonna do?
I'm gonna get back on the highway and get off again. I think I turned left when I was supposed to turn right. I'm gonna get back on the highway, huh?
Get off on Williams.
Who is that?
Is it Williams?
Yep.
Yeah, get off on Williams.
Who William is?
Get off on Williams. Go all the way down past the Ferris wheel.
Past the Ferris wheel?
Then make a left. After you pass CNN, make a left.
What CNN got to do with it? Shut up a few.
Bro, go to the Mercedes. Go to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Then go to CNN. Go watch CNN. What I want to watch CNN for? What
you can see the station from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
I'm not in no Mercedes-Benz. I'm in no damn old-ass damn Escalade.
Hey, Rob, you talk to him. I can't do this, man.
Hey, dog, just go ahead and just take the rest of the day off, bro. You just go ahead, dog. Go on back to the house.
Okay, I appreciate that. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 5 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the Kalia of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that married singer Neo's pregnant at least side chick, y'all, explains, y'all, that she said, quote, I took a load, which was meant for his wife. Now, they're saying the R&B singer Neil's wife, Crystal, filed to divorce him earlier this year after the singer allegedly got his side chick pregnant. Now, they're saying that the side chick is definitely speaking out, and what she has to say, y'all, they're saying is getting people very worked up. Now, according to the side chick, y'all, a beautiful IG model named Sade or Sadie, whichever one it was, they say she took a load that Neil meant for his wife. That sounds about right, they're saying. Now, they're saying, y'all, Sade wrote a philosophical essay on IG where she described why she decided to get pregnant by a married man. Now, they're saying Sade wrote, coming to terms with the delicate circumstances when I felt like, honey, I couldn't just take another load, especially at the expense of another person's happiness. And there's more, she explained, y'all. She said it wasn't easy, and it was definitely not an easy decision, but she said she had to choose her. Then she discussed, honey, her soon-to-be child, saying, patiently awaiting you, ready for this journey, ready for the lessons and the blessings. I can't wait to meet you, my buttercup. And they said when Sade initially posted this on IG, the comments were flooded with people calling her all kind of home records, and they're saying she eventually shut off the comments.
No. I think that was an unfortunate choice of words.
Yeah.
She took.
Yeah.
Yeah, the words she used.
Yeah.
That could be taken a couple of ways.
What specific load is she talking about? The load of what?
I guess the stress.
She wrote that whole little poetic thing about patiently awaiting you. She want to check.
Yeah,
Just get to it. You want to check.
And not just saying that that Neil gonna be have money forever. He's gonna be having these babies for these men, honey, as if they're gonna be rich forever, honey. Ain't nothing forever, honey. Because especially,
well, he wrote a lot of songs, and he's probably gonna be paid for a long time for the hit records that he wrote that he didn't perform.
Yeah. So did he write songs for other people? I mean, Brad,
yeah.
Is he a big song?
Yes.
Oh, so he's like Babyface.
Yeah, he writes for a lot of people.
Oh, well, he could have all them babies, then I guess, honey, and they're gonna grow up to know their daddy is a
They
songwriter.
get some of the royalties.
Oh, okay. Well, good for them. Well, bless her soul, Sade, honey, her new baby.
They got your nerves, girl.
Yeah, so I'm just going to just move on because, honey, I love Moneta, so I ain't going to even entertain
I do, too. I love Moneta. She's awesome.
So, honey, so the hell with him. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, they're saying that R&B singer-songwriter, oh, my God, Life Jennings, y'all, they're saying he lost.
Pull the mic up closer. Say what?
They say R&B singer Life Jennings, they say he lost, honey, $120,000 after robbers, y'all, smashed his car window. They're saying, y'all, that Life told his fans that he was in Oakland for a sold-out show when his backpack, y'all, was taken from his car containing his jewelry, his laptop, his passport, and his credit card. Now, they're saying, interesting, y'all, they're saying that he got, happy things about the look of the robbers on his faces when they opened up his jewelry box. So I wonder what he had in the jewelry box. But why y'all be keeping all that stuff in y'all cars?
I don't understand. That's why me and Brett looked at each other like who leave their backpack in the car?
Right.
In Oakland.
With that in it.
Yeah, I mean.
Where was he at the Paramount? Brett, you ever did the Paramount Theater?
Yeah.
He probably was at the Paramount.
He left it on the front seat. I mean, he left it visible.
Yeah, but I mean,
you don't leave no backpack in the back of a car.
Period.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me tell you, walk with me on this one, Brett. As a matter of fact, you take your backpack on stage with you and leave it on the side of the stage
right. You
in
put it
front of
behind
the DJ booth.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Or you lay it right there on the table
That's
by the
right.
DJ booth.
So you see it.
So you can see it when you doing your
That's
jokes
right.
and your rap.
That's right.
And then when you say thank you, good night, you grab
Grab
your
backpack and get the hell on.
And then your licensed uniformed police officer follow you to your car and
That's
put you
right.
back on the highway. I use a police officer now.
That's
Or
right.
I hand it to a police officer. I got a police officer
Yeah.
in uniform. And I'm not playing.
Yeah.
I'm not playing. I'm finna die. I can't die. I'm booked.
Okay.
I'm getting it on a T-shirt. I can't die. I'm booked.
I know someone who filed a home insurance policy for something that was stolen out of their car, and they got the money for it. It was a laptop in their
Really?
car, and they filed a claim with their homeowner's insurance.
Right.
And the
You
insurance
can
company
because
paid it.
that backpack. I mean that iPad supposed to be in the house. It could be in the house, so you can file on your homeowner's
Yeah,
insurance.
so
Take one neck. If you got one show, take one necklace.
Yeah.
Or whatever necklace you gonna wear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to consolidate. You got to be very, very, very. You know, you can't take all that stuff with you, man.
Why y'all got
lot
your
of stuff.
passport? Well, maybe he was traveling.
No,
Why your
you don't need.
passport and all that
You
stuff
don't
with
take
you?
your passport. Just take your driver's license and you get clear.
Yeah.
You use your fingerprint for real. If
Yeah.
you traveling, man, you just got to be real. Try to keep
'Cause
most
they
of your stuff
watching you.
on. Absolutely.
They know you doing the show. They know you getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they watch you when you pull up, when you leave, wherever you sitting at. They watch you.
And we ain't even doing cash no more. I'm getting all my money before I even get on
Yeah.
the plane. Every
Send it to
dime is
my
in that bank
bank
account.
That's
I did
right.
a show. They stole my chain and he gave it back to me. He said, "Oh."
Yeah.
He looked at it real good. He said, "No."
Yeah, them little
He said, "You can have it." He said,
green
"You can
brown
have it
mall
back."
kiosk
Yeah.
necklaces you be having
He
on.
said, "I'm good, man. Don't worry."
He didn't have to look at it. All you had to do is put it in his hand and weigh it and see it had no weight to it and knew that
Right.
was in that back, child.
Right.
And that bless your
That
spirit.
one don't even turn your neck green no more.
It's like, girl, he's shining too bright. They know that ain't diamonds. But anyway, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is verdant. On the high end, you say verdant, and on the low end, you say beautiful grassy green. That's your color
Hey,
for
Brett, we
today.
done gave away our secret. Now somebody gonna be
Yeah.
hiding up under. Robert's gonna hide up under the DJ booth table.
They gonna get some. They gonna hire a little person to stand up under that.
Yeah, they gonna still have a little person be juicy and all her little friends and stuff. They gonna be up under the table. As soon as we put that backpack down, they gonna take it. They gonna try to run.
Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Dr. Collier, every Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show is Wellness Wednesday. Dr. MJ Collier is back with an update from the medical community, and he's going to also be answering some general questions. I know you got a lot of stuff for us this morning, though.
Absolutely, Rickey Smiley, and thank you so much for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Good morning to all the RSMS Cash, Rock T, DeBrat, Gary with the T, Special K, and Maria Moore.
What up?
All right, let's do it. So, Ricky, there are a couple of things. We're still in the first quarter of this year. You know, a lot of people made resolutions to get into good health. And Maria was talking on one of her segments about the benefits of walking, and this was just confirmed in another study that came out. This is what Dr. Collier told you 20 years ago, but now they are still advertising and promoting walking as the great exercise. And the individuals who walk from 2 to 4 miles per day were found to be 40 to 50% less likely to suffer from a heart attack or a stroke than those who walk just a mile. So, again, the benefits of walking are clearly demonstrated. This was a multi-city study that had over 20,000 people in it, and ranging from ages 18 until over 60. Okay, they did note, Ricky, that there was no additional benefit from a higher intensity or higher pace, and this is what we talked about, the benefits of walking versus running. No additional benefit from running, but high possibility of injury to your knees, ankles, and hips. So, again, get out there and walk. You don't have to join the gym. You don't have to do anything more spectacular than that to get into a decent shape. But also, okay, you're going to weightlifting. Study that came out on Monday noted that individuals normally would do 10 to 15 reps and do a series of 3. What we found out is there's no additional benefit from beyond one set of 10 to 15 reps. And so you get that great benefit, and what they're recommending is that you do more muscle groups, again, sets of 10 to 15, and then just one set. Go around all the muscle groups that you need to do, and you'll get much better benefit than trying to do 2 or 3 sets of multiple reps. And so, again, lighter weights, not heavy lifting. This is not the time in life to try to show that you can outlift your 18-year-old son. The only thing that happens with that is torn rotator cuffs and injuries to your shoulders, neck, and back. use appropriate technique. Get someone who knows what they're doing to show you how to use the special apparatuses that they might have in the gym, so that you're using your technique is appropriate. Okay, Ricky.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Let's go to the phone. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Collier. I was recently diagnosed by my primary for a sciatic nerve, and he gave me a round of medicine, something like a Z-Pack, and said after that was over, it would be okay, but it didn't do the trick. Now he says the only option I have is physical therapy. Is that true?
Yes, sciatic is when you get injury to the sciatic nerve. The pain starts in the lower back and goes down usually the posterior aspect of one leg or the other. It can go down to the mid-thigh. It can go down to the knee. It can go all the way down to your feet and toes. And the sensation can be pain. It can be pins and needles. It can be burning. It can be numbness. It can be a plethora of all of those symptoms. And so now you have injury to your back and your sciatic nerve. Number one reason that most men have sciatic nerve injuries or wearing a big fat wallet in their back pocket. It sits right on the sciatic nerve. And so
Who's
take
still
your wallet
doing
out of
that?
your back pocket.
Who's still out here doing that?
Them old dudes who iron their jeans.
They need to stop. And just get you a sleek wallet with your 2 credit
They keep
cards.
putting stuff in it, though. They keep adding
All the receipts, bus pass,
those sleek wallets.
condom.
They pack so much in there, they become a rock. That's worse than a full-size wallet that has a few things in it. But just wear your wallet in your front pocket or your jacket pocket if you wear the jacket.
Let's go to the next call. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Dr. Collier, I have an issue with thyroids. I have nodules that are growing on my thyroid. Yearly for the last 8 or 9 years, I get them checked. I get them ultrasound. I've even had a biopsy that shows that they're not cancerous. I am thinking about having that thyroid removed, and I want to know, is it good for me to have it removed?
Not if you have normal thyroid function. Again, if you have it removed, you're going to have to and be dependent upon thyroid replacement for the duration of your life. And there's a range of normal for thyroid hormone therapy. And let's give that range a number of 1 to 10. And a lot of doctors, once they get you at 1 or 2, they'll stop and won't increase your dosing. And you really need to be about 8 or 9 on the higher side of normal to optimize your metabolic function. Your thyroid is basically your master gland. It controls your metabolism, your body heat, your body weight, a variety of different things. So as long as your thyroid function are normal, then I would not worry about having nodules removed. As you see, they are benign. Now, if they are a cosmetic issue, in other words, your neck is starting to appear lumpy, then you can have a portion of the thyroid removed, but not the entire thyroid. So that would be my recommendation. And there's a new technique where they remove the thyroid by accessing it under your arm in the axillary area, so you don't get that scar around your neck that looks like a necklace. That can keloid in some people, and really a lot of women don't like that. So you can get that technique done. Now it's become the standard ops in most doctors' offices, but you got to go to a doctor that knows how to do it that way.
All right, John, Dr. Collier, good morning.
Dr. Collier, I had a sling surgery, and the doctor say I'm in a healing process, but it has a pussy smell odor. How do I get rid of that?
Okay, if it's a pussy smell odor, then that means there's infection, and that needs to be treated with some antibiotics and aggressive therapy. So follow up with the doctor that did the surgery. Let them know that you need wound care, because that can, if you're smelling it, that means infection is strong enough that it could ultimately result in total body infection or sepsis. So you want to make sure that that's being dealt with.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know when will you be doing, and I need everybody to go on Dr. Collier's Facebook Live, and you can ask questions. He's giving you a lot of medical information, and a lot of people dying because they not paying attention to small medical details, and a lot of deaths and different things that end up putting you in a hospital can be avoided.
Yep.
And I learned a lot of stuff from Dr. M.J. Collier, and you giving out free information that we don't normally get. On your Facebook Live, Dr. Collier. Let us know when you're going back live so everybody can watch.
Thank you so much, Rickey Smiley. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Go to Ask Dr. MJ, and we will be answering your healthcare questions. These are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. Stick, stay, don't you dare go away. You moving and grooving with Dr. MJ.
There you go. He's back.
All right, y'all. Well, glad you kept that cuss word on there. All right, it's time for Rickey's Quickies. Quickies.
This church boy Trav, and I bet Rickey Smiley's feet smell like spoiled chitlin juice.
Quickies.
Good morning, Ricky. This is Jerry Jones, and even though the Cowboys lost, one thing's for sure, two things for certain, he's nuts.
Quickies.
This is Dee from Dallas. I got one question. Where the heck is Herschel Walker?
Quickies.
My name is Lil Dale, but I play Rickey Smiley.
Quickies.
Just want to say we love you, Ricky.
Quickies.
It's peanut butter jelly time.
Quickies.
3 of the hardest things for people to say. I'm sorry, I need help, and which is your sauce? Which is not the sauce?
Quickies.
Ricky, you got to stop the cues from coming in the gym with all that baby oil on. They already big and muscular. They don't need all that oil on.
Quickies.
Good morning. This is Brown Tony. I'm in the car with my cousin Black Tony. And we'll come in to work, and Maria send us some pictures of her working out.
Quickies.
Gary, I want to taste your tea.
Quickies.
I was trying to call Bonnie, and I got Benny. I called Benny, and I couldn't reach Bonnie.
Quickies.
Get connected for free with Education Connection.
Quickies.
Rickey Smiley looks like a knockoff Sean Stockman. I got love for yo, Dave Brooks looking at what?
Quickies. Quickies.
Oh, good morning, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We love you.
Hey.
Go Pat Mahomes, Super Bowl.
Quickies.
Good morning, Phil from Goulds, Florida. Happy birthday, Sean Ryan Murray, up there in Atlanta. All day, your B-Day.
Quickies.
I don't want to grow up. I'm an Oreo kid. My mom was white, my dad was black, and look what they did.
Quickies. Quickies.
Ricky, we love you down in Little Rock, Arkansas. My name's Little Girl.
Quickies.
I dropped my comb and you took it, and maybe that's why your afro's crooked.
Boy, y'all ruthless, man. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Last night was a big State of the Union address. So we have the one and only Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, this morning. So happy to have you this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, baby.
Man, it's always a blessing to have the Secretary of Transportation on the air. Thank you so much for joining us. So I just want to ask you, just get into it because we don't have a lot of time. In your opinion, what are some of the key takeaways from the president's speech last night?
Well, what we saw the president discuss last night was, first of all, everything that's been achieved, and it's no small thing. I mean, we've been, racing from one event, one news story to the next. So it's important to just step back and think about what it means to have the lowest unemployment we've had in more than 50 years, some of the lowest rates of Black and Latino unemployment ever, jobs created faster than any president ever, inflation going down, just those basic things that are so important that we got to look at how we keep them going. But he also looked to the future and talked about what we need to do to keep things moving in the right direction economically, to make sure that more Americans thrive, to finish the job on everything from the healthcare costs that he's working to bring down, getting the cost of insulin down to $35 for seniors on Medicare, which is a huge deal. But we want to do it for every American. And, of course, the work that I'm so involved with on the transportation side, fixing bridges, fixing roads, improving ports, getting our airports in better shape. Those things that were such a priority for the president. We've been working on them from day one, and now we're in a position to really take that to the next level. And you could feel the energy last night. I was in the chamber watching the president speak, surrounded by members of Congress from both sides of the aisle, and I just found it a really, really energizing night.
Yeah, it was an energizing night, and we appreciate all of your efforts and hard work. I do want to ask you, what were your thoughts on the Republicans heckling Biden throughout the speech last night?
You know, it's disappointing to have a handful of people who just can't. I don't know, what they were taught growing up, but I was taught to be respectful of somebody who's speaking, and that's what the vast majority of everybody in there from both sides did. Well, the other thing though that I thought was really interesting was that back and forth between the president and a lot of members on the floor over Social Security and Medicare. He strongly disagrees with some of the proposals that some congressional Republicans have made about cutting Social Security or cutting Medicare. And they seemed pretty fired up about him mentioning that, to the point that by the end, everybody was standing for the idea that there should be no cuts to Social Security and Medicare. I think we're going to have an opportunity to hold them to that now that they said so. And so I don't think that was a scripted moment, but I think it was an important one, and something that just points up what we stand strong for in this administration and what we call on congressional Republicans to stand with us on.
Well, what's he working on as it pertains to components of the infrastructure bill? Lead pipes, new roads, etc.?
Absolutely. You know, he mentioned lead pipes last night. That's so important because, children's futures are on the line. You get exposed to lead growing up from the water that you drink that's supposed to be safe. It's supposed to be something you don't have to even think about. Certainly something parents shouldn't have to worry about with everything you got to deal with just to get your kids out the door, whether the water coming out of your tap is safe. And that's why the president's infrastructure package has the funding to replace all of those lead service lines. And that work's being led by Michael Regan, my friend, the administrator of the EPA. Meanwhile, on the transportation side, we're already up to 2,700 bridges that we're fixing with the funds from the president's infrastructure package. We're doing tens of thousands of miles of road. We all know the roads that need work in every community. Airports and some stuff that's behind the scenes. Most Americans won't see it in terms of what we're doing on the rail system or the ports to get shipping into better shape. But it's going to matter to every American because, of course, if those things are working better, if we have better performance on our rail lines, if we have better capacity at our ports, what that means is you have fewer backups, which means that there is less to push up shipping prices, which helps keep prices lower for the things that we buy at the store every day. So all of this adds up to better quality of life. It's been a focus on the president. You often hear him say, we need to build the economy from the bottom up and the middle out, not from the top down. And that's what these investments are about. Same as his ideas on taxes, making sure that corporations and the wealthy pay their fair share and not expect the rest of us to have to pick up the tab for that. Common sense stuff, but just because something's common sense doesn't mean it carries the day automatically. That's why I think it was good for him to be able to get out there and make the case.
Right, and we're talking to Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg. You addressed it a little bit earlier, but in a nutshell, how would you address this gaslight narrative among some in the media that the Biden administration hadn't accomplished anything?
It's one of those things, right, where you see some corners of the internet or corners of the media where it's all negativity. And then they ask, I get over there and they say, so why do you think that the president's not getting more credit for these accomplishments? Like, well, maybe it's because people haven't heard enough about it, and that's why moments like State of the Union are so important. I know it sounds almost old-fashioned in a world where we get so much of our information 30 seconds at a time on TikTok or Twitter, but just actually being able to lay out the case, to talk to the American people for that hour and a half, and remind us of everything that's been achieved. I think that's how you cut through that noise machine a little bit. And look, the most important thing, of course, would be what people are experiencing on the ground, and watching wages continue to rise, watching inflation continue to fall, continuing to live in this moment where unemployment is so low. If you want a job, chances are you can find a job, and we're creating more jobs that pay better with this infrastructure law. So much of this construction work is a really good paying job. You can get into the six figures, whether you got a college degree or not. We're working very hard to make sure that those jobs are open to more people. Often women, working mothers, black and brown workers haven't always been part of the building trades, the hard hats where those good jobs are. We're working to change that. And I think, ultimately the proof is going to be in people's everyday lives.
Hey, this morning, we're seeing headlines about China's spy plane and the sensitive information it received in regards to U.S. military targets. What does this mean, and should Americans be concerned about a war with China?
Well, I think that there continues to be a competition with China that is strategic. It's mostly economic. There are these events that grab the headlines like this balloon. Although, let's be clear, countries spy on each other, countries with their space programs. Both China and the U.S. have satellites. So I think the balloon may have gotten more attention just because it was something that people could see. Of course, the president ordered that it be taken down, and now there's going to be an opportunity to collect intelligence from the pieces of that piece of equipment that was shot down over the ocean. But the bigger picture here is we are in a major strategic competition with China, and part of what's going to decide whether we win is whether we have the infrastructure, the investment, the skills, even the supply chains and the economy to win out. Take electric vehicles. The automotive industry is moving toward electric vehicles. There's no question of that. But right now, a lot of the pieces that go into them, the batteries, the components, China has an edge because they've been pushing really hard to win the world market on that. We're changing that. And what that means is more jobs in places like Tennessee, places like Georgia, places like Indiana, where I grew up, where we're going to make these electric vehicle batteries. We're going to do the refining of the raw materials. We're going to make more of these cars and get an edge in that geopolitical competition, as well as just making sure that it's better close to home. So all of these things are connected: the national security piece, the economic agenda, and the competition with China and the rest of the world. And as you saw last night, the president's very, very strong on the idea that we should make things in America, the things we buy every day. More of them ought to be made in America. And definitely the things we buy when we're building a bridge or fixing an airport, that ought to be made in America. He's put out clear orders and instructions to do just that. And my department's hard at work making it happen.
Man, I'm a big fan, Secretary Buttigieg, man. And we really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us. Let everybody know how people can follow you.
Yeah, so I've got a Twitter account, at Secretary Pete. You'll see us on the airwaves all the time talking about the good work that's going on. And we're going to be hitting the road. I'll be in the Gulf Coast tomorrow celebrating a bridge we're fixing in Louisiana. Chances are wherever you live, I'll be coming around sooner or later because there is a good story to tell about good transportation work that we're doing under the president's leadership in literally every state, every part of the United States.
It's funny that you came up. We were just sitting here having a conversation about you, man. We just hope and pray that someday that you will get a good run, become a Democratic nominee someday to run for president of the United States, man. Because I've been following you for a long time and watching you, and I love your work, your military background, and just how you just came on just now and just laid everything
I
out.
love how you go on Fox News and just give it to them.
I'm telling
As
you.
if they give it to you, you give it right back to them. I love it.
We are some of your biggest fans, man. We would love to see you on a good run someday, and jump in that race and possibly become one of the Democratic nominee for president of the United States. Man, we absolutely thank you for coming on, and feel free to call us anytime and come on and talk about whatever you want to discuss. Thank you.
Well, thanks. I know we'll speak it again, and I appreciate you having me on today. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Transportation Secretary of the United States, Pete Buttigieg. Thank you. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The time is now 27 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. What up, Maria?
What up, Ricky? It's being brought to you by the Capital One Venture X card, the travel card for people always asking, where next? Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Wednesday morning news. In his State of the Union address, President Biden touched on the booming jobs market and new laws such as the Inflation Reduction Act as signs of the progress and resilience of the United States. He also proposed expanding the $35 price cap on insulin to everyone and cracking down on excessive fees for things like concert tickets and hotels. As for the Chinese spy balloon drama, Biden addressed it directly, saying if China threatens U.S. sovereignty, quote, we will act to protect our country, and we did. Speaking of the Chinese spy balloon, yesterday the U.S. Navy released photos of the now popped balloon. The Navy pulled the debris from the coast of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It was about 200 feet tall and weighed more than a ton. China continues to argue that the vessel was just a weather balloon that drifted off course.
Hey, Special K, how does that make Joe Biden look? That's the most aggressive thing he's done as president. He popped a balloon.
I think it was a little bit more than popping a balloon.
All right, Mr. President.
Hey, wait a minute. George W. Bush
Popped it with a missile.
Yeah, George W. Bush did the Afghanistan war, the Iraq war. Obama shot the doggone people that was hijacking that boat.
And he killed Bin Laden.
And killed Bin Laden. And Joe Biden came along and popped the hell out that damn balloon.
With a missile. Popped a balloon with a missile. He could have did that with a pencil. All they had to do was fly somebody up there and poke it with a safety pin.
Let's go back. So Bush 41 did the first Iraq war.
Yeah, he did the first Iraq. Right.
Okay, then what did Clinton do? Who did he get?
Clinton bombed. He bombed somebody. Clinton bombed.
Okay, then the other Bush did 2 wars.
Yeah, the other Bush did Iraq and Afghanistan.
And then Barack Obama.
And Barack Obama killed Bin Laden.
And then Donald Trump.
And then Donald Trump attacked. Who did he attack? He attacked somebody.
And then Joe Biden comes along.
He popped the balloon. But he's older though, so he gotta.
Maria, God.
Leadership. All right. Lastly, a man has confessed to stealing animals from the Dallas Zoo. 24-year-old Davion Irving is being held on a $25,000 bond for stealing monkeys and attempting to steal a leopard. According to arrest warrant affidavits, Irving told police if he gets out of jail, he wants to return to the zoo and take more animals.
Wait. He stole a leopard?
He stole the monkeys and the leopard.
Out
the young
Dallas
man,
Zoo.
yeah, from the Dallas Zoo. The ones they found in the closet.
Wait a minute. Something happened with the Dallas Zoo. He did what, Maria?
He stole monkeys and a leopard.
How many?
He stole 2 monkeys and a leopard.
Boy, the Dallas Zoo's struggling, boy.
Baby, that was easy.
That was a long ride in that car. I hope you had a box for him. But they ain't been sitting in no car seat. He had the monkey in the car seat.
Honey.
Hey, he got pulled over with the monkeys in that car seat,
That police said, That police said, no. He said, go ahead on. He said, go ahead on.
He trying to get in the HOV lane.
Okay.
And he stole 2 monkeys and what?
2 monkeys and 1 leopard.
What he gonna do? Where he gonna walk that at, Kay?
I don't know.
I don't know what park he walking at.
If he go to South Dallas?
Over there by South Dallas. That leopard be done made it with a pit bull.
Yes.
You said the leopard gonna mate with a pit bull?
That leopard gonna mate with a pit bull.
Maria, I'm sorry.
I accept your apology, and now it's time for sports. Rock T, what's going on?
For James, he's got it. Coming to the end of the third quarter. LeBron James, a shot at history. And there it is! LeBron stands alone! The NBA's all-time scoring record now belongs to LeBron James.
LeBron James officially the king, man. NBA's all-time scoring leader, passing the captain Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Once appeared to be an unbreakable record, 38,387 points. This record stood for nearly 40 years, and of course, LeBron got a little emotional.
Thank you to the Laker faithful. You guys are one of a kind. To be able to be in the presence of such a legend and great as Kareem, it means so much to me. It's very humbling. To my beautiful wife, my daughter, my 2 boys, my friends, my boys, my family, my mother, everybody that's ever been a part of this run with me the last 20 plus years. I just want to say I thank you so much because I wouldn't be me without y'all.
Man, so it is what it
Nice.
is, man. The big question now is, can we now crown him as the GOAT? Like, this whole
Rock T, that's a real conversation
This
now
whole
that he's
back
the
and
leading
forth.
scorer. That's
Like,
a conversation now. You can't deny the conversation.
You can. You gotta have it. I got a theory out there, man. I'm gonna talk about it on my social media at Rock T Holla. You can go follow me, man. I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna break down my thoughts and opinions on this GOAT situation. But congratulations to LeBron James, man. He earned it, and he's 38 and still averaging 30 points a game, bro.
Wow.
He ain't going downhill anytime soon. So this record's gonna be shattered. That's all I got right
Just
now.
like Joe Biden shattered that balloon.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah. If you knock that girl down, baby, with a missile.
He did what, Gary?
He knocked that girl down with a missile, baby. Joe Biden saw that balloon float. He said, get that bitch.
He said, what, Gary?
He said, get that bitch. And knocked that damn balloon down with the last missile, baby. The Queen thought he was shooting something else up there, but baby, it was a missile.
Boy, y'all make me sick. Brett, what up?
What up, Ricky?
I just have to be brought to you by.
Replay today's show on the new Rickey Smiley Morning Show podcast, available every day and everywhere you get your podcasts, and urban1podcast.com. Hotspot, Brigitte Tat, what up there, pimpin'?
Oh, what up, Rock T? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the Hotspot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, here we go with some more Jay Prince and Quavo and Takeoff and all this news. Jay Prince has accused one of Quavo's friends of providing false information to the cops regarding Takeoff's fatal shooting. Now, during an interview, Prince provided a police report where Willie Bland, who was present at the time of the shooting, said that he felt that Quavo's life was in danger after witnessing one of the men at the dice game reach for a weapon. Bland said that this prompted him to throw a punch at the suspected gunman in an effort to throw off what appeared to be a robbery attempt on Quavo. Now, Prince refuted Bland's account, asking why would Bland knowingly attack a man that he knew was armed and dangerous. He also said that Bland's fears for Quavo's safety were misguided, given that Prince's son, Jazz was also present and willing to protect both Quavo and Takeoff. He explained clearly this Bland dude gave a police report that has seen these two guys with guns earlier, but these are the same two guys that he decided to punch with his gun out. What do you think is going to happen? Lord knows if any of them tried to rob or touch Quavo, it was going to be some real problems. Prince continued. He given all kinds of statements on his police report that we have, so we could read this and read his name and everything, because he put himself in a position where he's cooperating and telling a lot of different lies. So we all may know that as the light shines on these people, the real root of the issue, which is this homie. Now you got this clown. He's going to end up in his hand. This clown saying somebody want to rob him, they gave him a gun. I don't know, but oh my God,
That's a lot.
I'm just tired of all of it. It's a lot. I just want everybody to be at peace. We already lost one person. Please, let's not lose another one. All right, we're going to wrap up the Hotspot on that note, but coming up next, we all need it. Prayer. We got the praise mix down. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.